So let's do a deep dive now on the insurance company's duty to settle. Kind of counterintuitive, isn't it, that they have an obligation to settle a case? Does it really exist? You betcha. There's a couple of things that you need to remember. First, the insurance company is in the business of collecting premiums and not paying claims. So they don't want to spend any more than they have to. That's how they make a profit, right? And that's perfectly reasonable. So when you do a cost-benefit analysis, more often than not, it makes sense for the insurance company to settle a case because it's cheaper than defending one, and you may lose if you have to go to trial. The question that comes up is, what happens if you have some claims that are covered under the policy and some that aren't? What obligation does the insurance company have in that circumstance to settle all of the case? The answer is, it depends. First, let's take that example where there's one claim out of 17 that's covered under the policy. We know that the insurance company has a duty to defend that claim. Okay. But what happens if you get a demand from the plaintiff for $300,000 and you have a policy limit that's $500,000? The settlement for $300,000 will take care of all of the claims in the litigation, all 17 of the claims. Can the insurance company say, no, I think we're only going to pay for one? Or does the insurance company have an obligation to you as the insured to write a check for $300,000 and pay off all 17? The answer is yes, it does. And can it come after you for some kind of allocation between what the one claim would have been and the other 16? No, it can't. So, what happens if an insurance company says, we've received a demand for $300,000, it's within the policy limits, it settles the entire case, but we think we've got the ability to defend this case successfully. And we think that the cost of defense is only going to be $100,000, and so we're willing to take the risk that we can beat this case for less than the settlement offer. Happens all the time. What happens, though, if the plaintiff doesn't just get $300,000, but gets $1 million? The policy limit is only $500,000. Are you, the insured, on the hook for that second $500,000? No, you're not. Because the insurance company received an offer to settle within the policy limits, and that offer would have settled all of the claims, the insurance carrier has now acted in bad faith by not settling the claim. The insurance company put you at risk for a judgment in excess of the policy amount, and that's exactly what happened in my example. There was a $1 million reward on a $500,000 claim. In that case, you, the insured, have the ability to blow the cap off of the insurance policy limit and get the insurance company to pay the entire judgment. All 17 claims, no allocation for just the one that was covered. The failure to settle within a policy limit is a bad faith act by the insurance company.